What is going on, everybody out there? I have a conversation piece, like like I always like to do on the channel. And this is going to be a conversation piece about current events that have transpired, or things that have happened, and that I want to kind of talk about, and maybe have more of a lengthier conversation. I do not know. We'll see. But I really personally myself do not like to get into gossip like territory or situational territory, relationship stuff and all that. But I will speak about it, especially to, well, I won't say just men, but men and women. But, especially for my fellas too, because I feel like my fellas don't have a place to really talk, talk about things. And I just don't want to be confined to just a straight gaming channel. I do want to talk and speak. And gotta bring it up. With your boy, my boy, our favorite dude, Derrick Jaxn. Got to bring it up. But before we get into that, please make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. It helps out. It helps out. It helps out. If y'all like more, just conversation pieces, listen to me talk, or or you just want to be combatant and hate everything I say, that's fine too. Put it down in the comment section, what you feel, what you don't feel, and like I said, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. But as everybody know, what has happened with Derrick Jaxn, he so far cheated on his wife, and he was the main guy out here that rallied the troops against all men and that are cheaters, and that have done things and things like that, which I don't agree with. If you deserve whatever consequences that may come for your actions. I'm a firm believer of that, and taking accountability and responsibility for the things that you have done. I definitely stand by that and try to live by that. That does not mean I'm perfect in the slightest at all. Never a claim to be. That'd be a wild statement. but but yeah, he definitely led that charge, and now we see what has happened. And I'm not gonna spend too much time on that, or what I feel. I've always thought, a bunch of malarkey was the best way to put it. And as we could clearly see, that something was amiss in the situation. But I want to just more or less address people, or anybody that's going to listen or take the time out to watch the video, and just address people, especially women, and say, you have to focus on you and your situation and what you go through and what you are going through, because nobody can tell you about you better than you. And a lot of times we listen to people on the internet, celebrities, people that we feel have more weight to the situation or know more than we do, because we kind of lost or things like that. And there's no problem with trying to find a little bit of guidance out there, especially if you don't know, or you're not sure yourself, or you're in the viewpoint of why is this happening to me. There's nothing wrong with trying to, seek some type of help, but you have to be careful where you go and seek that help from. I'm not going to sit here and tell you what you should do and don't do in your relationship, but be wary of those who do, because they're not in your relationship. Everybody has their own situations. Everybody is not born the same. It's no generalization of men. It's no generalization of women. I will never sit here and just say all men cheat or all men ain't shit and dudes ain't shit, because it would not be right or fair to say that, about women, that all women are gold diggers and only here for you to buy them a Birkin. That would be completely wrong for me to do. So we have to not do that in turn to other people, and learn ourselves. You have a dude here that is saying that, you're not the problem and you are the prize, which I feel should be for any general person, that you should feel that you are a prize, a trophy. That should just be a general feeling for man and woman. But sometimes you are the problem. Sometimes you have issues. You have things that you can't deal with or don't understand. And you have to realize that it cannot be on everybody else all the time. When you have men that are preaching, because you do have those channels, especially on YouTube, of men preaching to other men about, these women, there's plenty of women who ain't shit out here. Same way there's plenty of men that ain't shit. But when we have people that are preaching to that, we kind of push them to the wayside, and we want the dude that is speaking and that's going to tell us everything that we want to hear. And anybody telling you what you want to hear has an ulterior motive. If what you are listening to, if what you are digesting, somebody is speaking to you, telling you some things, and some of it don't make you a little bit uncomfortable, that may not be the person or things to listen to. And uncomfortable doesn't have to be like, oh, nah, I can't deal with that. But uncomfortable has to be, you know what, make you have a retrospective look at yourself and say, you know what, do I do that? Is that me? Because you're not always the innocent one. And as you clearly see from somebody that has been preaching, especially to his own, gender, to his own group, that you're the problem, you're the issue in relationships, you're not ready for this and whatnot. And he's out here doing everything that has preached against, which is total hypocrisy. And one of the first things I see is, oh, here we go again. Men ain't this, men ain't that. And it's like, but y'all the ones who have listened to him. And it's not just women, but y'all the ones who have listened to him and put him on that pedestal. And we do this for countless other celebrities and stars and whoever, which we've never met or have had any kind of interaction with or any kind of relationship with. We don't know these people from a hole in the wall. We don't know what their relationship is or what goes on behind closed doors. There's plenty of people that did not know that he was even married. I didn't know he was married. Like, I didn't know he had a wife and a child and all that. I just know him from sitting in his car. So we have to stop just feeding into what people are telling us, people are saying to us, because it sometimes, and a lot of times, it doesn't hold any weight. It's no factual basis to it. A lot of times it may be facts to you, but there's no factual basis to it. We can't keep putting these kind of people on that pedestal. Learn to, recognize the issues and problems in your life, or recognize that you may be the issue or problem in your life, and act and deal with that accordingly. It's nothing wrong with being the gift, nothing wrong with, having self-appreciation for yourself, but you have to take accountability and responsibility for your actions. Take time to learn you. A lot of us out there don't know us, don't know ourselves, don't understand or recognize the issues and traumas that we have dealing with our lives, which affect us subconsciously and consciously every single day of our lives, within jobs, marriages, relationships, whatever the case may be, simple friendships. We don't recognize those things. Sometimes we need help, seek a therapist, things of that nature. Instead of listening to somebody that's just giving comfort to one group while belittling another group. And it's nothing wrong with uplifting a group. For example, women, because I feel women need to be uplifted. Especially our beautiful black queens. You know how I feel. But it's nothing wrong with, uplifting a group, but you do not have to uplift a group by downplaying another. Just because this group needs to be brought up, or this group goes through an issue and problem, don't mean that what that other group goes through isn't just as serious or important. This is not a competition between human life. Everybody has a plight. Everybody has a situation, and your situation may not be as big as the next person, but that next person has a situation too. There is a lot of things that go on in a relationship that that is no simple answer for. This one may have a relationship that works contrary to how somebody else's relationship works, because people are different. What you like is not what the next person like. You have females out there that don't like bags. and don't want to wear a purse. You have females that do. So to assume that you want a Birkin would be wrong of me. So if down to those little microscopic things where people are different, I don't even think their reactions and what people find acceptable and what people are willing to deal with, people are willing to work through, it's not the same. There's reasoning behind things. And a lot of times in relationships and dealing with other people, you have to take account in the reasoning behind things. Like I continue to say, and I've said from the beginning, it's not all the time it's about the other person and what they have done, or the other person is the wrong one. It's not about that all the time. Sometimes it's me. Sometimes it's me. You have to take accountability for that. Sometimes you're the toxic one. And that's the reason why people are moving the way that you are. You know, a good question to leave off with. How many more relationships, how many more friendships, how many more jobs, how many situations that you have to go through? Take a look and write down all the things you have been through. How many more of those situations do you have to go through before you decide to sit there and say to yourself, you know what? It can't be everybody. But we're going to get up out of here. I'm going to have more videos like this because, you know, I feel like I do want to speak and, you know, say my mind, especially, you know, it's my channel. Might as well speak the way I feel, to think, you know, think a certain way. Or if people have intellectual conversations that they want to have that is, you know, that's not fully rooted in emotions and things of that nature, we can have those too, along with my gaming stuff. Take a look at gaming stuff. Me and my friends, we have a good time. You catch me on Twitch, you know, things like that. And I'll have, you know, some gameplays and things like that on my channel itself. But that's going to be it for this video. Like I said, look out for more. Y'all have a good one. Make sure you like and subscribe. And we out.